I am back. What is up? For today's video, I'm going to be doing an overview and an unboxing of what is my first arcade stick, pretty much ever, the 8BitDo arcade. So before we get into that, just gotta need to put this web page up and boom. Alright, so here's the 8BitDo official webpage. Here's the page for the 8BitDo arcade stick. For the record, for what it's worth, I consider myself, let's say, an average fighting game player. I don't know the nitty-gritty of like fighting sticks or gamepads and all that in the context of fighting games, but I'll give it a shot based on what I do know. So here you'll see that this thing is totally compatible with Switch and PC. I personally think it looks really nice. It's a very old school retro aesthetic. NES controller, I think that looks, yeah, the NES controller. And I don't know what all of these buttons are at the top here, but hopefully I figure all that out eventually. Okay, so 8BitDo Ultimate Software, the same software that works for the controller and the whatever else peripherals they have. It's also going to be compatible with this fight stick. It has macro buttons. You can create profiles, just like the controllers. In the context of fighting games, macros seems like a no-no, like a no-go for sure. Pretty frowned upon, I imagine. Button mapping, oh, you can button map everything? So just like the controller, I can move everything to everything. That's nice. I don't really use macros, but I would like a turbo function if possible. That'd be pretty cool. Just like the controller, but in the context of fighting games, I don't really know what a turbo button would be good for unless I'm jabbing like, I'll just be jabbing like a novice. Dynamic button layout. When you switch between Switch and PC, X input mode, arcade stick's dynamic button layout instantly changes its visual layout. I low-key don't really know what that means. Yeah, I don't really understand what that means, but hopefully I clue in eventually. It's got Bluetooth, 2.4, it's wireless, and it's wired. The 2.4 gig receiver has a special hidden compartment to store it safely. Oh, similar to the controller. One of my controllers. I just did the unboxing for the 8BitDo Ultimate controller. The charging part has a compartment for the dongle. A modern joystick that respects the classics. Arcade stick is designed with respect to the classics. Okay. So the only thing I know about arcade sticks in a sense is like, I know Sanwa buttons are, sorry to apply. Sanwa buttons and parts, joysticks, I guess, are like, that's like the only thing the only name I know, but I don't know what buttons these have. Let's see. Compatible with Switch, Windows, Steam. Steam's good because that's where I'm going to be playing Street Fighter. I have no clue what these top left parts are. S, off, and X? Is that X input? This is LS, DP. Is it left stick, right stick, and D-pad? Oh, that's probably what that is. Got a start select button. I see the 8BitDo button. I have no clue what the green or yellow button is. We'll find out in due time. You see the guy playing Pokken on Switch. That's cool. Here's a bit of a video of the person playing Metal Slug. So I know much less about fight sticks than I do about gaming controllers. So this is my first fighting stick, so I'm pretty excited. I do consider myself a novice at fighting games, but to be fair to, let's just say, my potential and what I know about myself, I just call myself like something like an average player, and then I would have to work a bit to become above average. So here's some tech specs. We already know all this. I need to figure out what this means. Turbo functionality, that's good to know. 2 dedicated macro buttons. So in the context of fighting games, I thought macros are not necessarily utilized or, if anything, frowned upon. But what? You can make a macro a combo? Like one of those really convoluted combos, and then you just press the button and then it just does the chain? Yeah, that doesn't seem like it'd be legal in any sort of professional esports context. So not necessarily that useful for most. Battery life is 1,000 mAh battery. 40 hours of playtime on the 2.4 gigahertz connection, and then 30 hours on Bluetooth with a 4-hour charging time. That's pretty respectable. I actually like that a lot. 40 hours, and then in Bluetooth 30 hours? That's more than the controllers. And I guess it makes sense, because maybe they have more space to put a better battery. Okay, comes with the arcade stick, wireless receiver, USB-C cable. We need more USB-C devices, and instruction manual. So that's the overview portion of the video. I went through this much faster than my previous unboxing video, because the previous unboxing video I went through their main page and I was just talking nonsense and whatever else. But yeah, so that's that. And now we're gonna get to the tedious part. So you already know, whoever's seen my first unboxing, this is how we're gonna be unboxing and getting a really good feed and visual of the fight stick. And let's hope this works. Alright, we're gonna use my phone as a third camera. So we don't only have 2 cameras, now we're adding a third camera because we're crazy. And we're gonna position it here. Okay. Just like that. I might need to move the keyboard out of the way, or like that, the wrist rest part at least. As you can see, that's my controller I just did a unboxing overview of. It's ready to go. It's stationed right in front of me with the charging dock. All right, so here's the good stuff. Look at this shit. Shit's pretty big. And then we're gonna put this here, move the wrist rest out of the way. I'll just leave the song as is, it's okay. So look at this gigantic box. It's not that big, but you know, considering I just unboxed the controller. Where is my knife? Got the trusty Amazon Basics knife. And we're gonna open this guy and see what it... Oh, you don't really need to cut anything. You can just open it this way. Alright. Oh no, we do need to... Oh no, we don't. Okay, let's look at the back of the box quickly. Switch, Windows, Steam. Hold on, my camera's unstable, sorry. Got Raspberry Pi, Bluetooth 2.0 and above. Tells you what the button functions are. I kind of need to know this, hold on. So button 1 is a mode switch, switch off X input. Yeah, switch off X input, cool. Button number 2 is control stick, switch, left pad, left stick, D-pad, right stick. I sort of figured that, so we're Gucci on that front. Yep. And then what is button number 3? Button number 3 is a pair button. Button number 4 is a star button. That's probably the turbo function. That star button's the same as all the other 8BitDo controllers, so... And then they have the 8BitDo button, the home button. Number 6... Oh, macro 1 and 2? Is that what that means? Why is it called P1, like player 1, player 2? Got the LED lights. Where's the LED lights? Whatever. Connection switch number 8. Right, okay, cool. And we got, yeah, all the other stuff. Start, select, and yeah, the joystick. I haven't seen any specification of the type of parts. I don't know. I always hear Sanwa this, Sanwa that. So it's like, is this Sanwa? Not like I'm gonna know, not like I'm gonna notice or care, I guess. But yeah, we're gonna start with, ooh, this is a pretty big cable. This is way bigger than the controller cable I got. Makes sense. They probably need this to be really long in a tournament context, I suppose. Yeah, that's a long USB-C. Woohoo! This is the longest USB-C I have. Holy. Look at this shit. Oh man, this is like definitely more than a meter. That's cool. And then look at this baby. Look at that. Sorry. Alright. How does this come out? I don't want to drop it or do anything like that. It's like that. Like that. We're gonna take the box, move it out of the way. The box itself has nothing else interesting in it, so we're gonna move that, get rid of that. These nice little cushion foams. Keep it in place so it doesn't move around in the box and break. Oh, this is awesome, bro. So yeah, just once again to clarify, this is my first fight stick. I've tried fight sticks, like maybe if it's like a display model at a store, and I do recall a long time ago I tried like a friend's fight stick. And I looked into a fight stick when I was younger, so I thought about getting like a Hori mini pad or something like that. I thought about the Kanba drone, which is still recommended as a good entry-level budget fight stick. I think it's called Kanba drone. It's like yellow and black. Looks like a bee. So yeah, this is my first fight stick. I don't really play fighting games. That's the real reason why I didn't really care to. If you notice, I have really high-end, top-tier peripherals for shooting games, but I love shooting games. I play shooting games pretty much all the time, right? Even though recently I've been focusing on other things, but still. It's, wow. This is really nice. It's got that NES. I mean, if I had a choice, I would want a black and white one just to fit with the theme of my channel, but it's totally fine. I don't care. And I know in the fighting game community, it's pretty common to do custom fight sticks, mods, and stuff like that, so, you know. There's little pieces of plastic on the top of each button. Do I want to keep that? Wow. Look at this beast. It's big enough. It's not too big, not too small. The weight's good. You can hold it. I mean, I can hold it with one hand, I don't know. But, like, it is a bit heavy and bulky in a sense, but on my table, like, it fits right here in front of me, center stage in front of the screen, so I'm happy about that. I do need to move my my keyboard wrist rest to be able to fit it in, but that's totally fine. I was worried I would have to shift it to the right on my mouse pad, but no, if it's center, like, I feel like I'm at the arcades right now. In terms of, like, the button feel. So yeah, like, people talk about, like, Sanwa buttons and, like, Sanwa joysticks, I guess. And then I even seen fight sticks where it's called a hitbox, I think, where it doesn't have a joystick. It's actually just, like, 3 more buttons to in place of the movement. I have no clue how I'm gonna prefer to hold this joystick. It'll come natural to me as I play a fighting game, I suppose. Kind of funny I have this because I don't have any of the latest fighting games that are, you know, people are actively playing. Street Fighter 6, Mortal Kombat 1, the reboot or whatever. Between the two of those, I think Street Fighter 6 might be more of interest to me because in terms of fighting games, I don't want to play a game with convoluted inputs. So BlazBlue was a personal example of a game I played a good amount to at least understand, you know, what the demands are of that game. Oh wow, this feels great. Oh man, I don't know how people want to hold this. Maybe like, I don't know. Who knows? Switch dials. Cool. That's awesome. Oh, what the fuck? It fell off. What is this? Wait. Oh, it comes off? Wait, I'm so confused. It was like, it's a sticker, I think? I could put the sticker over it, but what's the difference? Oh, it gives you, this is Japanese, I think? Yeah, Japanese. And it's just translating the same, yeah, okay. Interesting. I could leave it like this, or I could peel off the adhesive, I think. Is this a sticker? Wait, it might not be. Oh, no. Oh, this is probably for, Japanese players that get it, and they get a bit of a translation so they know what buttons does what, I suppose. Otherwise, I guess I could leave it there. I don't know. If it's not a sticker, then I have to get rid of this, but Yeah, it just seems like it's a trend. That's a nice touch, actually. Because I imagine there's a lot of people that don't necessarily speak English, right? Fighting game communities worldwide. There's probably Japanese players that buy this from Amazon or whatever. And then it's like, oh, okay, you can read this. And then once you know what the functions are, you just get rid of it. It's like, alright, memorize that shit. But yeah, so far, my first impression, not like I'm actually playing it. Not like I have any real experience how, like, to optimally, you know, utilize a fight stick. It would just come with time, to be honest. Like, it's not like a mouse. I have so much experience with, like, shooting games that, like, it's really easy for me to kind of adjust and adapt. But in the context of fighting games, I've never really, like... The time I had interest in fighting games, it was, like, basically online was not really viable, or, like, it wasn't as good of an experience as it might be now with, you know, more advanced technologies and all that shit, but... and better networks, and more people having better internet, and more people having wired connections, better net coding, adding rollback net coding or whatever. Like, all those things might make these games much more tolerable to play online, because I don't have any plans to go local or like LAN or whatever, or like some tournament in person to get you know, like a low latency environment, a real authentic fighting game low latency environment. And that's the little dongle they have at the back. The back is really self-explanatory. It just has this one compartment here for the dongle. It was kind of loose in there, and once again it has like a little translation piece on it that you could take off, so that's pretty cool. It's nice. They think of their foreign players as well. Much appreciated. I mean, it may not be of use to me, but to see them go over the top, above and beyond, to think of what realistically might be a good demographic, a good portion of the demographic might be from Japan. So, yeah. My impression of this is, like, I can't be as descriptive or in-depth as, like, a controller. Like, if you see my unboxing for the controller, I'm, like, talking about... I was, like, bringing all my other controllers. I'm like, oh, look at this. Oh, this is not like this. This is not like the PS5 controller or the PS5. Oh, Xbox this. Oh, the Super Nintendo controller. Like, I had so much points of reference. Whereas for the world of fighting sticks, I see the products. I look into them. But in terms of actual usage and then actually being good at the games to kind of like, what's the word? I feel like if I'm a reviewer, or like, yeah, if I'm a reviewer of a gaming mouse that's meant for shooting games, it helps a lot if I have a lot of experience and I'm a bit, not just a noob or like bad at the game. It's like, no, I'm good enough at the game where it's like, yeah, I can kind of maximize this, like, you know, I can maximize the advantages of the sensor or whatever, or, like, my grip style, all this, to the point where, like, I can use this and then use something else and then really thoroughly compare them to, I guess. Or, like, I guess the comparisons between the two, like if I like one thing more than the other, or I think this is more comfortable, or this is actually more, like the sensor's better, more accurate, or something. It's like, oh, okay, like, because of my experience in shooters, I can feel those, like, minute differences. Versus if I were to boot up Street Fighter 5 right now and play this game, one, I'm a novice at Street Fighter, period. Right? Two, I haven't played Street Fighter 5 like that. Like, you know, I played it here and there, and I haven't played it on PC at all, even though I have it. So it's like, on the front of the game, Street Fighter itself, it's like, yeah, there's a lot of room for improvement there, and there's a lot of what's the word? It's harder for me to articulate if I'm not playing that game in like a serious sense, where I'm learning all their lingo, jargon, I'm learning all the terminology sort of thing. For this case, though, it's like, I'll be playing Street Fighter 5 with it, and, like, this is my first point of reference fighting stick-wise, and then that game's gonna be my first point of reference with it, at least. Like, and I don't really know how this sort of format fighting stick works with a game like Super Smash Bros. Super Smash Bros. Seems to be really designed around using a controller, and I'm not necessarily, I don't find that to be a bad thing. Because their controller is just really up, down, left, right, and then A, B, one of those. It's not like you're doing quarter, circle, forward with any of those characters, with the exception of Ryu, obviously, because they brought that in just to be cute. But yeah, this is really cool. I'm probably gonna stream a fighting game later tonight and give it a real test run. But yeah, for now, this is the 8BitDo arcade stick. Got the NES vibe. This is an overview and an unboxing of my first ever fight stick. This thing I got from Amazon. It was going for $129.99 Canadian dollars. In my province, I pay 13% tax on top of that. But luckily, in this case, there was some sort of promo, discount, coupon code. So I ended up paying between $130 and $140 altogether. But yeah, that's the overview and unboxing of the 8BitDo arcade stick. This is awesome. It's gonna be fun. I used to play in arcades, not like seriously, but if I ever came across an arcade and we went in there and stuff, I would definitely give the fighting games a shot. I used to whoop people's ass even though I didn't really play. It was pretty funny. I could see how salty these people were when they play. You can tell they play that game like daily at the arcades and shit. And then some random dude comes out and just whoops her ass. I've never used the peripheral. I've never played the game really. It's just out of nowhere. And I don't go to the arcade like that. So must have been pretty salty. But yeah. Let's see. How am I gonna get rid of this thingy? Disable. Oh god. Yeah, there's a lot to do here. I need to charge my phone as well. I need to move this. So what I'm probably gonna do is start streaming either a fighting game, and if that isn't what I end up doing, it's gonna be Pokemon Legends Arceus, and then we'll get to use the other new controller I got, the 8BitDo Ultimate. So either way, we're testing the two peripherals. But yeah, that's all for now. I hope you all enjoyed this overview and unboxing, and tune into my live streams if you're interested in seeing me get my ass whooped in these fighting games. So yeah, do my bit of a credits here. Shout out to my subscribers. Thank you for, you know, subscribing to this channel and all that, and just, you know, supporting. However, it's free to support, it's free to subscribe, so I'm not really expecting any money or anything like that. I just want people to, you know, enjoy the videos I make and, you know, inform and entertain themselves. But yeah, hope to see y'all soon. Peace out. Peace out.